Hey, Shalawam, Shalawam. I'm coming through loud and clear. All right. We'll get into this one. All right, first and foremost, facing the east, giving all praise, honor, and glory be to the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Makakwadash. Those are the true names of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Yahawah equals He is, He exists. That's the Father's true name. Yahawashi equals He saves, He delivers. That's the Son's true name. And Rakakwadash is how you say a spirit that's holy, a spirit that's set apart. That's all in the Lashawan Kwadash, the holy language, the holy tongue. All right. So when we call upon our power using the true names. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Okay. As always. And then, second of all, double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone, which rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us His truth, and Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect, 144,000 men, as well as 1/3 men, women, and children, maintaining themselves, keeping the laws, commandments, and statutes to the best of their ability. It's your brother Yerami Kazak, back with hopefully another edifying lesson through the spirit, power, and strength of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Makakadash, as always. All right. So we're going to get right into this one, man. This is a continuation of 2 Timothy, the 2nd chapter breakdown. Okay. And we was going into it yesterday. Just going to keep it going. Let's jump right into it, man. All right. This is 2 Timothy, and I stopped around, I believe, the 14th verse. Yep. So it starts another, subcategory, an unashamed workman. An unashamed workman. Okay? So, you want to be unashamed. You want to stand, those that's going to stand confidently, going to stand boldly for the name, they're coming out and they know that what they're teaching is the correct and proper understanding, the 100% truth. They have no doubt in their mind. So they're unashamed. All right? It's going to be many people that's going to try to bring you to shame, that's going to try to persecute you and going to try to slander your name and this and that and make you feel bad and things of that nature, whatever it be. But you got to stand in all confidence, knowing that you have the truth. Now, how do you get to that point? By being diligent, by seeking Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Okay, and being extremely diligent, knowing that this is it. Let's first, before I even start that, let's go to Sirach 18, also known as Ecclesiasticus, and 14. He hath mercy on them that receive discipline and that diligently seek after His judgments. So you're receiving discipline. Receiving discipline and you're moving the correct and proper way, right? Which discipline includes what? Instructions, orders, commandments. So you're carrying yourself in the way that's pleasing to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Not the way that's pleasing to your eyes, not according to the desires of your flesh, but to the ways that the Most High wants you to walk. Right? And then the second part is you diligently seek after His judgments. You're putting forth effort. You're making sure that this is correct and this is proper in everything that you're seeking, man. So this is what the Most High is looking for. All right? Not a sluggard. So going and starting 2 Timothy 2 and 14, of these things put them in remembrance, charging them before the Lord that they strive not about words to no profit, but to the subverting of the hearers. Words of no profit, right, is what? Debates, is foolishness, is folly, is, just pointless conversations. So we don't indulge in that. We are adults, man. Let's get that word subverting.
Strong's G 2692. Catastrophe. Catastrophe.
Catastrophe, right? Overthrow, destruction. of the extinction of a spirit of consecration. All right. And furthermore, in the Strongs is to overturn, i.e. demolition, figuratively apostasy, overthrow, subverting. So let's read the scripture again with that understanding. Of these things, put them in remembrance, charging them before the Lord that they strive not about words to no profit, but to the subverting of the hearers. We want to overthrow the strongholds which are on the hearers. We want to overthrow the principalities, the demons that's on. By what? Not by praying, by baptizing, by teaching. Because what is baptizing? We're teaching these scriptures. So therefore, you're going to be healed by this word, man. All right? To get you to a point to serve Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. That's why the elders, the leaders, serve as examples. This is how you should be. It's to subvert. It's to overthrow the world. We overthrowing the world spiritually. Right? And then Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi is going to handle the physical of everything. You do what you're supposed to do on the spiritual side. All right? Verse 15. Study to show thyself approved unto power, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Okay? So you're confident. You don't need to be ashamed. You're not coming forth making all these different type of mistakes. Okay? And then you got to go back and correct the lesson and all of this. Now, if you do, you own up to it. And then you go back and you make a correction video. All right? But the point is you should be very cautious and very knowledgeable about what you're bringing out. And if you don't know about it, then don't teach on it yet. Just take some time and grow and study and learn. And then come back and teach on that lesson. Right? Don't bring an illusion or a delusion that you're living in saying that you know this all and you any question you get, you know the answer to. You're not going to know that. But you can be a humble individual and be like, oh, I'll go find the answer for you. Give me some time, right? This brother Kakama got this, Isaiah 55:1, and it reads, Ho, every one that thirsteth, come ye to the waters, and he that hath no money, come ye buy and eat. Yea, come buy wine and milk without money and without price. Wherefore do you spend money for that which is not bread, and your labor for that which satisfieth not? Hearken diligently unto me, and eat ye that which is good, and let your soul delight itself in fatness. All right, supporting the point. So the Most High just wants you to be diligent, right? This is what he's asking. He wants you to give full effort. He wants you to search out the matters, right? But a lot of our people are simply not diligent, and they don't care, man. Okay? We could tell by the number of people that's in here. Okay? When, these people doing bullshit on these, hey, I guess people doing bullshit in the world is more important than this word coming out. You understand? So we are, in a sense, shunned. We're mocked. We're scoffed. We're the rich that sit in a low place, right? While folly is set in great dignity. So you would have individuals, hey man, I gotta go to this little baby concert over camp. Okay? Something like that. That's crazy. Have you forsaken everything? Are you really leaving the world behind, man? Right? So, ooh. Yeah, to bring her in so she can say bye.
Let's tell Daddy bye. Go ahead.
Love you.
Love you, Daddy.
Be good.
Be good.
Remember to say your prayers.
Okay.
No, when you get to Gigi house, say your prayers. Go ahead. All right. Salaki. All right. Verse 16. But shun profane and vain babblings, for they will increase unto more ungodliness. So these foolish debates, these foolish sayings, these foolish myths, we shun that, bro. Okay? You just how y'all shun us. We shun that bullshit that you own. Right? So at the end of the day, we don't agree. We don't mix. Like oil and water, we can't mix. It's not going to work out. Because the way that you're talking, the way that you're coming, is babbling. It's foolishness. Babylon produces babbling. It produces all this goofy shit. This Anunnaki talk. All right? This Nordic, Greys, what's the other two? Reptilians and I forgot, the Palladians. All right? All of that is babbling. It's not in the scriptures. Okay? I don't want to talk to you about these type of things, man. It's pointless. Well, what are we talking about? All right? And I see a lot of you jakes, man. Y'all be like kissing ass for these celebrities, man. I saw this one Jake naming out all the celebrities that he met. Nigga, don't nobody gives a fuck. Them niggas wash their ass just like you wash your ass. You understand? They ain't shit. Stop bigging up these people, man. Y'all people got a respect of a person's type of attitude. A lot of you Israelites, man. All right? You don't even realize it. This shit is weird. So that's because you're caught up in their babblings. You're caught up in what they're involved in, which is their demonic pursuits. That's what it is. You telling me, yeah, man, I met P. Diddy. I don't give a fuck. What does that mean to me, bro? Like that's supposed to be something to say. I met P. Diddy. I met Jay-Z. So what? That's what I'm saying. You got to come into this new man and live consistently in this new man. It's no respecter of persons. The Most High is going to destroy him. Just like if you go off, he going to destroy you. You understand? These people, you weird, bro. Yeah, at a party, yeah, whatever, I don't know. But these people is weird. They saying all this type of stuff, and they don't realize, and then they call themselves to be in the truth, man. Okay? You think you're in the truth. You're not. So these are profane and vain babblings, for they will increase unto more ungodliness. You worshiping these celebrities. They are ungodly. Therefore, if you go forth to them, cleaving unto them, following them, you're going to be ungodly. All right, Salaki. Let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Okay, so keeping it going. Verse 17. And their word will eat as doeth a canker, of whom is Hymenaeus and Phlytius, who concerning the truth have erred, saying that the resurrection is past already, and overthrow the faith of some. And you have people teaching the same exact message today, that Yahawashi has already came. They'll tell you that he came in 70 AD, all right, with that foolishness. And they'll tell you that we in the new covenant. So this is the same type of doctrine that these individuals were teaching back then. You understand? And you have dummies still believing it when the scriptures is telling you right now not to believe that. Okay? That this is showing you that people don't really read the Bible. All right? One second. Hey, be careful with her. Drive slow.
Speed limit. Come on, Staker.
And you gonna get annoyed with her, I promise you. But it's gonna be okay.
I have all
You
the
just gotta hang on.
Just hang in
I
there.
calling you. Come get her.
Yeah. My mom about to take my daughter for 4 days. She don't know what she about to get she don't know what she about to get into. Salakia, man. All right. Yeah. I didn't want to see my baby go, man. All right. So these individuals who concerning the truth have what? Have erred, saying that the resurrection is past already, and overthrow the faith of some. So what did they do? They subverted the hearers into bullshit. They overthrew the faith of some. Are you that type of individual where a false prophet can come and make you believe what the Bible does not say? Right? You got to be, bro, I don't care. If I go off, you got to be like, yeah, that brother tripping. Okay? This is why you got to know the scriptures for yourself. Okay? Can't be out here BSing. I remember when I used to have let the precepts talk. Remember? And I used to come in scoffing to just test brothers to see. You know, was they on game? Was they on point? Was they studying? Was they reading, etc., etc.? It's just a little heat check, right? And some people failed. So you gotta be on it. You gotta know your stuff, man. And you can't allow nobody to overthrow your faith with these weak doctrines that they're gonna bring. Okay? Such as one of the doctrines is what? They don't know the names. Or they call it on Yahweh, Yeshua, Yahuwah, Jehovah, Jesus, all these type of things. And denying Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. If you allow that to overthrow you, bro, you already done. You allow the individual to take the key out of your hand that was going to get you into the door. You understand? Let's keep it going. Verse 19. Nevertheless, the foundation of power standeth sure. Having this seal, the Lord knoweth them that are his. And let everyone that nameth the name of Hamashiach depart from iniquity. So you calling upon the name of Yahawashi Hamashiach, you need to depart from iniquity. All right? Stand strong in that grace, right? Which is Hamashiach Yahawashi. That's what? That's the first verse. All right? Be strong in the grace. So that key which you have been given to get into the door, you got to stand strong in it. Verse 20. But in a great house, there are not only vessels of gold and of silver, but also of wood and of earth, and some to honor and some to dishonor. So you have brothers that are going to be lifted up, brothers that are, on a higher level. And then you have some brothers that are meant to be 2/3. They're meant to be bug outs. You understand? If you can't comprehend that, then you got a lot of coming in store for you, man. Because you can't understand that the Most High is compassionate on who he wants to be compassionate on, and mercy on who he wants to have mercy on. And he don't like certain people, man. Okay? Because they're sinners. And he hates sinners. Right? So he's not gonna be he's not just loving everybody. Because everybody doesn't love him. Alright? The Most High has emotions. You understand? In righteousness, indignation, righteous anger. He has jealousy, right? You worshiping another God, he's going to be jealous towards you. You know what I'm saying? Okay? So you can't be out here calling upon a false name. We said that yesterday in the live yesterday. You dealing with a man, and you a woman, you dealing with a man, and y'all having intercourse, and you call him another man's name. Get the hell out of here, man. All right? So you calling on Yahweh. You calling on Yeshua. You think the Most High gonna stand for that shit? Are you serious? You out your mind, bro. All right? That's why you got to be diligent. And you got to understand, the Most High is jealous. Let's get that real quick. Okay? This is Exodus 34:14. For thou shalt worship no other power. For Yahawah, whose name is jealous, is a jealous power. Okay? Lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, and they go a-whoring after other gods, and do sacrifice unto their gods, and one call of thee, and thou eat of his sacrifice. And thou take of their daughters unto thy sons, and thy daughters go a-whoring after their gods, and make thy sons go a-whoring after their gods. Thou shalt make thee no molten gods. Okay? You understand? So this is, can we take heathen wives? Yes, indeed. We can take heathens as concubines, but we can't take on their practices and their ways, because that would destroy us as a nation. This is what happened during the time of Nehemiah. You had Israelites not even be able to speak the normal language, which is Lashawan Kodash. They were speaking, these heathen languages, and they was taking these heathen practices. Look at our people right now. Okay? Juneteenth, July 4th, Valentine's Day, Christmas, Halloween. They caught up in this bullshit, man. Okay? And they hate correction. That's why you got people coming in here and they dipping out. Yeah, no, that brother in there, he corrected us. Hell no, I don't want to hear that shit. Yeah, you gonna hear it when a nuke come. It's gonna be too late then. So this is the time to seek Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi diligently. All right, I get that for you, bro. Revelations 3:11, and it reads, "Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown." I did a lesson on this a couple weeks ago. You have the crown. You understand? It's pertaining to you. It's ownership. You have ownership of it. So don't let nobody take it. It just hasn't been put on your head yet. You understand? So your crown is set apart. It's like right there, like a stone right here. Let's say this is the crown. Okay? You just can't put it on your head yet. You know? It had to go into the shop. It had to be molded. You getting some, because the crown, when we think about it, the crowns, a brother had a dream about this. Every crown we get is going to be custom made to us. It's going to be what we like. So your crown right now is in the shop. Okay? And what you're doing, you're building up your spiritual bank account. All right? And as you build it up, your crown is looking shinier. It's getting more stones in it. It's shit is fresh. It's fly. But you can't put it on yet. The Most High seeing if you going to continue and endure unto the end, and then you endure unto the end, then you get that crown and it get placed on your head. Right? So in the meantime, in between time, don't let nobody take your crown. Don't let this world and the ways of this world distract you from your crown, man. All right? You want to make it through. So you got to forsake everything that could pull you away from getting your reward, the proper reward. So remain diligent. Let's keep it going in 2 Timothy 2:20. But in a great, we already read that, Salakia. Verse 21. If a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor. You purge yourself from the issues, the problems, the distractions. Even the vessels that are created for dishonor. You recognizing it. Man, this dude's a scoffer. This dude don't believe. It don't matter how much the brothers preach and teach. He don't believe. He on bullshit. All right? This brother constantly, he want to do sins. Okay? He's a vessel created for dishonor. At the end of the day, he's not listening to the Father. Right? I'm not being around nobody that's disobedient to my parents. Nah. Because my parents find out, they're going to punish me too. And I'm with this individual. I'm going to get in some trouble with them. Okay? So if a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor, sanctified and meet for the master's use, and prepared unto every good work. For the master's use. We are servants. He uses us. You what? You give a servant orders. What's our commandments? To go out on the highways and byways and preach and bid them to the marriage. Tell our people of their sins. Tell them of their transgressions. Okay? That's what we're supposed to do. Bring meat for repentance, man. So we're supposed to bring people in. So we're going to follow the orders that we're given, man. Because we are what? We are meat for the master's use. This is not what we want to do right now. This is about what the Most High's will is and what he wants us to do. What he ordains us to do. All right? You got these Christians, they always talking about they doing the Lord's work, but they don't preach the proper way, the correct way. They don't go out on the highways and byways. You don't see them out there. They're stuck in the church. Nigga, everybody know where your church is and nobody coming. You understand? We out on the streets with it because that's how Yahawashi did it. That's how the apostles did it. That's the correct way of doing it. Where did it say you're supposed to go in these four corners, four walls, and that's the correct? No, man. It actually says the opposite. Right? The Most High can't be contained within four walls. Are you foolish? Where 2 or 3 is gathered in his name, he's in the midst. Right? So this is a church, a general assembly of his believers, gathered in the name of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. So keeping it going. Verse 22. Flee also youthful lusts, but follow righteousness, faith, charity, peace with them that call on the Lord out of a pure heart. So youthful lust, things that you used to do in your old man. Things that, man, teenager shit. Stuff that you used to do that was pointless. It had no point in your life, man. Okay? At the end of the day. Smoking, Nah. Stuff that's defiling your temple. Sins. Youthful lust. Even the point of, you can have multiple wives, right? But not, you are you doing it for lustful reasons? Just because a girl is attractive? Or are you actually doing it for efficient reasons to better your household? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta beat yourself, man. Okay, you gotta understand and get out those flaws that you got, knowing yourself and rebuking yourself, man. All right, it's you versus you at the end of the day. So these youthful lusts, just trying to, what's that song? I wish I could every girl in the world. You trying to do that? That's not the right way, bro. But you got Jake in this truth that use this truth to just go after women. All right? So that's a youthful lust. When this is not the time period where you need to go after woman after woman after woman. This ain't the time period, bro. Okay? Verse 23. But foolish and unlearned questions avoid, knowing that they do gender strifes. Okay? At the end of the day. So foolish and unlearned questions. Questions about I don't know, just stupid shit. Like, to be honest, man. You got Jake that be out here asking some foolish questions. They'll be like, I can't even think of that because I don't even think like that. But hey, if we had a Scarf or a Maka come in here, we'll get it. They'll ask some foolish and stupid questions. So that right there, that keeps you on a level playing field. That keeps you away from the BS which is of the world, such as the debates, such as we scroll on TikTok right now. I promise you, we'll find some BS. And they're asking foolish and unlearned questions. What are their main topics they teach about these days? All right. Matter of fact, let's do it real quick. Let's do it. Let's find something. Just to show an example. Okay. All right. Let's see what these people talk about. Let's find one of them stupid panels. All right, right here. Look at this. Asking Israelite anything.
There's two ways to navigate this world. There's two ways to deal with people of the world. Either you deal with them with a hands-off, distance, matter-of-fact type approach, or you enter into their world and you show them what life is really about.
You can only do that when, like you say, there's two types of people. You're right. There are people that want to learn, and there are people that don't know anything, but they trying to teach. You cannot pour water into a full cup.
Yeah, that's true. How can you say it? You have to crawl before you walk. No one starts out with absolute truth. And then you
Son of the King, I don't think you picking up on this. I don't think you picking up on this. You're the full cup, brother.
No, I'm not the full cup. I'm not the full cup. Why? Because I don't profess to, I'm not blocking the kingdom. That's just the same thing the Jews did. The Jews stood in the way of people entering the kingdom. That's exactly what Christ said. You guys aren't going in.
If you can't tell off of the, 2 minutes of looking at that shit, this ain't it. What we teach is not a dialogue. You understand? Let's get that word. It's not a dialogue. I'm not about to sit up here and go back and forth with nobody. I'm not going back and forth with these foolish questions. Okay? A dialogue is an interactive conversation or exchange of ideas between two or more people. No, it's one faith, bro. You taking what we got. If you don't like it, continue on. What we teach is a monologue. You understand? We're not, I don't care about your opinion, what you talking about, etc., etc. So he up here talking about people teaching don't know how to teach. He don't know how to teach his damn self. Okay? When you come through a panel and you see all those damn requests, oh hell nah. When you see all that shit, all right. And look, you can see it because he got 3 viewers requesting. This is one of those. He's on here for entertainment and to boast and to make himself look big. That's what Jakes do, because Jakes was clowns in the world. They never got the dopamine effect. They never, Jakes was little goofies in the world. So now they coming to the truth and they try to take it and use it as a means to be popular or some shit. When that's not it, bro. This can fall into foolish lucre's sake. Okay? Let's keep it going, because we can find some more. I don't know what. But once again, you see this. Boom, boom, boom. They over here trying to have dialogues. No. We got the truth, bro. We don't give a fuck what you got to say about it. We have it. I'm not here to talk to you. Oh, this dude, he's steady being on BS. I done seen that profile before. And then what do you got? You got a woman hosting. All right, Kiki. Kiki. And it dirty. All right, man. But like just on the point, it's straight BS on here, man. All right. Oh, this dude constantly be.
It was a process. I had to constantly desire the sincere milk. I was like a newborn baby, born again. You know, when you're a baby and you're born again, your baby's still fit. Babies go through temper tantrums. You know that?
Yeah, we know.
Crying baby. My son and my daughter, they would cry, baby. They scream, yell, wah, wah, wah. Well, that's how I was in the spirit. Sometimes I felt like a nut, sometimes I didn't. That's the kind of person that I was.
Off the head. Had his head covered.
Right? If you took false prophet, right? And why is it that in Matthew?
Look at this dumbass question. Do you have better morals than God? This is the perfect example of what we're talking about. Avoid foolish questions, bro. Do you have better morals than God?
Being crucified for one, the same Jesus, and B, Jesus is also being told that he died. So based upon my knowledge, I don't recall a God dying and being able to come back. Last time I recall, if the God had the omni properties, there should be no reason for the God to die.
So this nigga got some sugar in his tank, boy.
When we believe in what we believe in, death is non-existence. We don't believe in that.
I'm out of this. Yeah, we can get back to it. We can get back to it. All right, they done. That's just the point, showing that these people on these apps is done, man. I get to the point. If it ain't me, Elder Ariah, Alliance, okay, or Great Millstone teaching brother, then you don't need to be on here like that on these lives. Okay? Like, look at this dumbass question right here. Y'all see this shit? Let's pin this. Cause you right here. He said, you ever read the Apocalypse of Paul? Let's go back to the precept. But foolish and unlearned questions avoid, knowing that they do gender strifes. Thank you. Hey, that's the water, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. I said he'll send us a scoffer and a mocker with a foolish question because I couldn't think of none. And we got one. All right? Hey, man, that's divine intervention right there, boy. That's divine intervention. Ain't no damn Apocalypse of Paul, man. All right? Why y'all be coming up with this dumbass shit? I just answered your question. I told you ain't no damn Apocalypse of Paul. You understand? But you don't understand because you're unlearned, bro. Y'all have itching ears seeking after things that are not profitable to you. Okay? You saying yourself, yeah, it is goofy. So why come in here with that goofy ass question? Once again, I'm going to read this for you because maybe you didn't understand it. But foolish and unlearned questions avoid, knowing that they do gender strifes. Come on, man. Why would you bring that to the lesson, bro? You got to look at yourself and think about that. This is the thing that every Israelite needs to do. Think about what you fucking say before you say it, bro. I mean, your father should have told you that. Think about what you say before you say it. He can call me whatever he want to. He can call me a nigga, negro, goofy, ugly, whatever, bro. All right? What you can't call me is stupid. No, you can't join the live. We don't want to talk to you. All right? Once again, and this is why you can't join the live, because you don't got enough common sense to just acknowledge what I just said. I just sat up here and told you that this is a monologue. This is not a dialogue. So I don't want to talk to you. You are not involved. You understand? This is a monologue. Now let's break down monologue. A monologue is a prolonged, uninterpreted, uninterrupted speech by a single person. Okay? That's it. And that's what this is. So your opinion does not matter. You came in here automatically with some weird behavior, talking about the apocalypse of Paul, when that's not canon. So you're already showing that you subject to certain demons that's eating at you. Itching ears that's eating at you. You most likely read Enoch, Jasher, Jubilee, what you got? The Book of Thomas. All right? All these other different things, man. But you've been a perfect example of foolish and unlearned questions avoid, knowing that they do gender strifes, because you're coming in here to gender a strife and you can't even recognize that you're in strife. You're in contention. It's only one truth, one faith, bro. Keeping it going. And the servant of the Lord must not strive, but be gentle unto all men, apt to teach, patient, in meekness, instructing those that oppose themselves, if power peradventure will give them repentance to the acknowledging of the truth. So the fact that we gonna help you though, if you want to receive the help. But if you don't, then you keep it going. The fact that you are acknowledging these things, you're showing that you're against yourself because you don't understand the truth. All right. You said, was not the book of Jasher and Enoch referenced in the KJV? The fact is, if you did your diligent research, you will understand that those are not the proper books. They have been doctored. Have you ever read the book of Enoch? That shit goes 100% against the Bible. Okay? The book of Jasher, the same thing. Jubilees, the same thing. So are you sitting up here saying that the Bible contradicts itself? That would be my question to you. Okay? Those books are not canon. Brother, it's already been showed that you came in here talking about some apocalypse of Paul, and then I said Enoch and Jasher, and you defended them because you read them. You want to incorporate them into the Bible. So like I said earlier, you can't tell you got a demon on you, but we can all tell. You understand? You are broken down, bro. You believe in everything the YT man gives you in these false books that he brings out of his ass. Verse 25, in meekness, instructing those that oppose themselves. That's what I'm doing. I told you the truth. I let you know. But you're being in strife still. You're being in contention. You understand? You don't run with let's pin that. You said you don't run with Esau at all, but you reading all his books. You don't run. Nah, bro, you can't say that shit, bro. He said, hey, Shalawam to y'all brothers, no smoke. I don't run with Esau at all. But you reading all the books that he giving to our people. You reading Enoch, Jasher, Jubilee, the apocalypse of Paul, and you talking about you don't run with Esau. Man, get your goofy ass up out of here, bro. Come on, man. You all up in Esau's head, bro. You don't run with Esau. In meekness, instructing those that oppose themselves. if Yahawah pre-adventure will give them repentance to the acknowledgement of the truth, and that they may recover themselves out of the snare of the devil, who are taken captive by him at his will. Okay? Once again, this is a monologue, because you keep saying, let me join. It's no need to join, bro. Don't you understand? You don't need a position to speak. This is a military, bro. Okay? You don't even got the basic instructions that the Most High gave to his soldiers. You understand? I'm the only one pinning your comments because you the only one in the comments that's looking stupid. Everybody else is in order. So you understand how you're in a military and everybody else is walking single file, but you over here by yourself. Talking about some Enoch, Jasher, Jubilee. Everybody else know that shit is bullshit. You the only one over here like, yo, Apocalypse of Paul. Nobody else is doing that, bro. That's why you the only one that's standing out. That's crazy that you can't even understand that, man. You know? But that's the conclusion of 2 Timothy, the 2nd chapter. All right? That's the conclusion of 2 Timothy, the 2nd chapter. We're going to begin to get up out of here. Okay? At the end of the day. What's your name? Al Gardner? Bro, I'm going to tell you right now. 1611 KJV. It's only 80 books. It's only 80 books. I'm not all over the place. I'm right here with you. Okay? Everybody else understand me. Why you the only one that can't understand? You one of those dudes that you get with girls and they keep breaking up with you and you thinking it's them, but it's you. It's you, man. It's not you, it's me. It is you. It's definitely you. You ain't because you think it is us. It's you, though. Well, if you got that Bible, if you got the 1611 King James Bible, then you should know it's only 80 books in the Bible, man. All right? How am I all over the place? Okay, I'm going to ask you these questions. I'm going to ask you, man, come up. Bring your ass up here, bro. He can't even join. You can't even join, man. Can you join? I got like 5 minutes. I really got to go.
Yo, I'm right here, bro.
All right. I'm going to ask you these questions, okay?
What's up?
Bro, your background loud as hell.
My bad. I'm moving to another spot. What's going on?
Okay, I only got 5 minutes because I got to go to the movies.
That's easy. That's all I need, brother.
How many books is in the 1611 King James Bible?
It's 3 parts. It's the Old Testament, the Apocrypha, and the New Testament. That's what's in the KJV, the 1611.
That's facts. So it's only 80 books, right? So the fact remains is like, where are you getting the Apocalypse of Paul and Enoch and Jasher and Jubilee and all of that?
Where I got those books is because they all are referenced in the KJV Bible. In the book of Joshua, I believe it referenced the book of Jasher. In other books, in the book of Jude, he gives literally a word by word of account that was in the book of Enoch when it talk about God judging the fallen angels, how fallen angels came down and slept with women and all of that. Jude literally quoted that from the book of Enoch. So how is those books not credible if they've referenced in the KJV Bible, even though they're not a part of the Bible that got compiled together by King James? Those books were still records that our forefathers had. So of course I know that the Bible is what leads people to salvation and gets people saved, because that's the doctrine, the one doctrine that Christ came and teach. But it's not wrong to know our history and look up other books that talk about our history that our forefathers had in their possession. When they looked into the Kurungum caves or whatever, the Essenes and all them, they literally had these books in there. The book of Enoch, the book of Jasher, like all those books is our records, even though they wasn't compiled by King James when he compiled the Bible in 1611. That's why I still look at those books. And the Apocalypse of Paul is also referenced
in the KJV. When Paul said, I don't know if I was in my body or out of the body. I don't know. But I was taken up to the third heaven. And he wrote an account of that. So that's what I'm talking about. And that's what I'm referring to. You
Okay,
saying that I
okay,
got
bro.
demons on me. I ain't
All
got
right,
no
let's
demons on
stop
me,
you right
brother.
there. Let's stop you right there.
All right,
Okay.
yes, sir.
All right.
Stop.
You see the comments?
No, I don't. I'm talking. So I wasn't reading while I was talking.
Well, the
I'm
comments,
not worried about the
everybody.
comments. I'm talking to you, bro. I'm not worried about the comments. I'm talking to you. This is your live. So are we gonna
I
debate?
bro, look. You interrupt me again, you got to go.
I'm
You
gonna be
understand?
quiet. You said, did I read the comments? I said
Okay,
no.
yeah, that's a yes or no question.
No, I didn't.
Okay,
I don't
everybody in
care
the
if I get
comments.
kicked off alive.
What did I just say, bro?
I don't care if I get kicked off alive, bro. I just said what I had to say. You,
And that's a demon,
yeah.
bro, because you're not in order. You don't
Go
even know
ahead,
how to come
talk,
up here.
talk, bro.
You don't even know how to come up here and be quiet.
It's a demon. That's
You
funny, bro.
understand? No, it's not funny because you don't even know how to
Cause
come
you
up here
just
and be
said all this
quiet,
stuff
bro.
about me, and then when
You don't even know
I
how to
said
come up here
I
and
got
be
a demon.
quiet, bro. Okay? Because I'm about to help you, but you keep denying the help. Now, why I'm telling you about the comments is because everybody in here is telling you that you're off. Okay? Now, furthermore, who wrote the book of Enoch? You need to look into that. You would see that it was an off Jake, a bugged out ass Jake. Okay? Now, who discovered the Dead Sea Scrolls and put that shit out? Esau. And he gave you all that shit to confuse you, and you fell into the trap. The
All right, so
1611
all right, I'm
bro,
gonna let you
come
talk,
on,
bro. Go
man.
ahead. I'm letting you
Once
talk, bro.
again, bro, you act like
I'm letting you talk. I'm letting you talk, bro. Go ahead.
the KJV 16. I just got a restriction for some reason. Anyway, the KJV 1611 was compiled from the manuscripts, all right, the Greek and the Hebrew. That was the proper scriptures. The Enoch Jasher Jubilee was never considered canon. Although, yeah, our forefathers referenced them because it's what you know as verbal passed down. Yes, it was a book of Jasher, but we do not have that book.
I
Okay?
apologize for my background. I'm going to get my
Bro, I got like 2 minutes because I told you I got to go to movies. So we do not have those books at the end of the day. Now, if you ever actually looked into Enoch,
the book of Enoch in my hand right now. I was about to read a portion of it. I gotta find it where it talked about Enoch's.
What did I just tell
I'm
you, bro?
gonna be quiet. Go ahead.
Nah.
I can't say nothing. We debating, bro.
We not fucking debating, nigga. This is a monologue.
Oh man, this is a monologue, bro.
That's why I don't bring nobody up. Cause our people bugged out, man. You trying to help this brother? Can't even shut up, man. Ain't talking about he ain't got no demon, bro. That's order, bro. You can't even be quiet. The scriptures say, man, be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. This is Isaiah 34:16. Seek ye out of the book of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and read, no one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate, for my mouth it have commanded, and his spirit it have gathered them. Understanding this, the whole time we was trying to help this brother, he ran to get the book of Enoch because he has a demon on him, a contentious spirit, strife. Going back to 2 Timothy, the 2nd chapter, which we was breaking down. The whole time I'm trying to teach him, he's thinking about striving against me. So that's a demon, bro. You can't recognize that? Brothers, is literally the whole comments is trying to tell you. The whole comments is trying to tell you. All right? That's why I told you first. Look at the comments. The whole room is telling you, bro, that you're bugged out. But you're so caught up in your mind, your ego, and your pride that you can't even see it in yourself. I'm going to get this precept, then I got to go, Akyam, because we're going to see that Tar story. Titus 1:14, not giving heed to Jewish fables and commandments of men that turn from the truth, brother. All right. Hey, Kakama, I really got to go, bro. Like, I supposed to leave at 11:20, and it's 11:21. Hey, Shalawam, bro. Yahawashi Shabbat.
Hey, Shalawam, brother. I know you say you about.
But you cut out. It cut out. All right, it cut out, man. I can't hear you. But yeah, I don't know, man. You come up here. Like I tell you, I gotta go, bro. I'm serious, man. I gotta go, bro. I'll talk to you later on. I'm serious, bro. We about to be late. All right, so hey, facing the east, giving all praise, honor, and glory be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, and Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone as always. Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect. All right. Gardner, you don't follow GMS, bro, because GMS don't teach none of that bullshit. Okay? You follow GMS, you 5%. We been taught against those false books, man. Sit here and say you follow GMS, you do not. Kwam Yasharahla, Ababa Bar, keep the faith. Shalawam, shalawam.